loves, welcome back to my channel. This video is all about the Self Marbling Acrylics from Wow. Now I know they've been out of stock for a while and I made this video ages ago. I didn't expect them all to sell out, but they are coming back. So I thought I would do a quick little video showing you how to get the best out of them and how to start off. Obviously there's loads of different ways to use them, but I thought if I give you a basic of how I use them, then you can start off from there and experiment and play and come up with your own stuff. So here are the swatches that I did, and they are so exciting. They're so easy to use, like all the Wow stuff, but these are particularly exciting. So this one is Raspberry Ripple. And then you've got this orangey peach one, which is peach puree, which is not quite as orange as that in real life. Then you've got Strawberry Swell, which is that gorgeous pink. You've got Sky Breeze, which is the really lush blue. And my favourite, which is Sunday, which is a pale pinky purple, and it's got shimmer in there as well. So it's a little bit glittery. The other ones don't have glitter or shimmer, but Sunday does. And since it's a Sunday when I'm releasing this video, then yeah, I thought I'd show you a bit more. I couldn't get the camera to really pick up all the sparkle, but once you buy it and use it for yourself, you'll see. And I will show you the inside of the tub and the powders along with them in a bit. So let's get going. Quite excited about this one. I've been sat on these powders for ages. Right, so this is the first one. It's Raspberry Ripple. It is a mix of dark and pale purple. It doesn't look much when you open it. It's a gorgeous colour, obviously, but you can't really see what the magic is all about until you use it. So go in with a normal bead like you would with any acrylic, and you can see there that the colours are starting to separate. So just push that up, and I like to get my cuticle covered first with any marble, which will make it a lot easier and won't disrupt your pattern, if you see what I mean. You don't want to do a marble and then have to go in and try and fill in the cuticle area, because that is just a pain in the butt, and nobody wants that. So I'm just going to go in and pick up a normal bead as I would do with a marble, but you can see that the colours, it's like you've double dipped and the colours are already in there. Now I found the secret to using this Self Marbling acrylic is not to play with it or touch it too much. The more you touch it and play with it and manipulate it, the more those colours will mix and won't stay separated. So all you want to do, or what I do, is with the Wow brush, which is pinched and flat on the ends, get a little roll of colour, lay it diagonally on, because usually we do marble in the diagonal, well I do anyway, and then pull one side up and make sure everything's covered, and then the other side down. You can see that I am literally tickling this bead with the very end of those bristles. I am not pulling it, I'm not dragging it, I'm not swiping it, none of that. I'm literally picking up that bead, laying it diagonally, really gently, wiping my brush, and then just really softly and gently with the very end bristles of my brush, filling those gaps and making sure everything's filled. It doesn't have to be flat, it doesn't have to be flush, it will be slightly textured, because the least you want to pull it around means that you're not going to be able to swipe down and flush out and all the rest of it. However, because it's a design powder, you will need to cap it in clear, so you're going to build your structure and your apex with the clear. This is purely for design and colour. So that is the first one, and that looks pretty amazing. That, remember, has been one bead at a time, and it is out of one pot. So that really is fantastic. If you struggle with marble, or if you want something that's quicker for the salon, I really recommend getting these. For beginners, these are amazing. For experienced techs, these are really amazing as well. I'm just going to show you again on the top of the pop stick how quick that is. I have sped this up, so this isn't real time. I think it's like 2 times speed. So again, it is literally just one bead at a time, normal ratio. So if you work, I work medium wet with Wow. And I find that I get the best results from that. I'm just working exactly the same, and I'm just moving these acrylic beads up the top right and down the bottom left. And that's the way that I do my marble anyway. If you work the opposite way, work the opposite way. If you work side to side, then work side to side. It really is one of those things that as long as you are not manipulating this too much, you will get fab results every single time. And that's why it's such an exciting product, really, because it does what it says on the tin. It's self-marbling. There isn't a lot to it. This is peach puree, so MBL02. And it is really gorgeous, summery, peachy colour. Again, I'm just going to get my cuticle area in and just tap those top bits and feather that down. You don't have to feather it at all. You can just go straight in with your next bead. It's really up to you. So this one, that next bead I flipped over. So when you pick your beads up, you'll notice that the top or the bottom will be darker or lighter, and the other side vice versa. So here the bottom of the bead is darker and the top is lighter. So if I was to place that down the normal way, I would have more light pigment than dark. And if you flip the bead over like I did there, so you see I'm just laying it down rather than flipping it, you're going to get more of the dark pigment. So as you swirl it, you'll get the light come through. You can alternate those beads, so you lay one flat and then you lay one flipped. And that would create a really good effect as well with the marble. I have, I think, slowed it down on the next one. So this is Strawberry Swell, which is a really lush pink. Look at that. Oh, creeping with the old tip on the side. Whoop. I love these. I love these so much. I can't even. Right, so get your cuticle in. Get it all the way done. Beautiful. Right, now that's out of the way, you haven't got to worry about it. So lay your first bead on. You can see that the dark is underneath and the light is on the top. So I'm going to take another bead. I'm going to slow it down. You can see here how I am laying it. The brush is underneath it and I'm just wriggling that bead off. I'm going to wipe my brush and then I'm going to go back into that bead, and as I pull it around, the lighter areas will come through, but it is primarily dark. Okay, so we've got that swoosh, and then go back in for another bead, and again laying it the wrong way up. So you would normally pat that bead down and the brush would be on top of the bead. This one I've laid down and scooped the brush away from the bottom of the bead. So again, this one is a sort of half and half, and then one more bead just to finish that off and give it a little bit more swirly whirly. You can do it in as many or as few beads as you like, and you will get this rippled effect, which is just fab. I love it. Okie doke, so MBL04 is Sky Breeze, which as you can see is this cloudy, lush blue, and it makes this really stunning blue and white marble effect. It's amazing for skies and that sort of stuff, and just everything really. It's like a multi-purpose. These are great for feature nails, these are great for backgrounds for nail art, these are great for all sorts of things. So I'm going to show you a slightly different technique, and this is something that Jem Ward, another ambassador for Wow Bao, showed me. Basically she popped on the beads one on top of the other, so pop on a bead and then pop on another bead on top of that and let them all kind of run through each other, because obviously you've got those different layers of pigment, and it just creates a different effect. And then because it's wet on the nail, you can manipulate it and change the design if you want to. You can push those deeper pigmented areas around. You can really just manipulate it on the nail, which is so cool. So cool. And often you can't do that when you're trying to faff around with 3 or 4 pots of colour in a standard marble. So you can see that I flipped that one over that bead, and that one again, So it looks dark, and then when you start moving it, you have the lighter ones come through. So you can really choose whether you want a lighter nail. So that one goes on the right way, and you can see it's much more light oriented. And then the last one I'll probably flip. Yep, so I get a bit more dark. And you can do that with all of these. If you lay them on normally, you'll get the lighter side. If you lay them on upside down, like flip them over, you'll get the darker side. And if you alternate them, then you'll get a much more sort of stripy effect, which is really cool. So this one is Sunday, MBL 05, I believe. And I'm trying to like push it into the camera so you can see the sparkles in it, but I don't think you can, which I'm really sad about. But when you buy it and you look at it, you will see. They're so beautiful. So beautiful. It is literally my favourite of all 5 because it's purple and it has sparkle. So you can just about see the sparkly shimmer in there, which is so pretty. And then we're just going back in with exactly the same technique as we did before. Make sure you get your cuticle area in, and then I'm just going to lay diagonal beads. This one I've flipped over. Quick process. It's literally the quickest marble ever. And once you get the hang of the technique, you can be banging these out in sets in no time, because it's just so easy. So easy to work with. So there you go. That is the set. So stunning. I'm going to show you as well, this is just a little bit of me capping them, just to remind me to tell you that you need to cap them because they are design powders. They're not strength powders. You need to cap them in clear. Cap, 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 faff, 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 and then file them and top coat them. Beautiful, job done. Stunning. So I'm going to show just a really quick play with these that I did with just a few glitters. This one is Raspberry Ripple, which is the first one, and I've added a few little swooshes, or one big swoosh of acrylic glitter, which is Lisa, which is my ambassador glitter, which is so pretty and goes with this so well. This is Peach Puree, and I'm gonna grab this, which is Wow Orange Glitter. There you go. I don't have a label for this one. So there you go. So I've just added a few bits of this orange glitter. The Wow glitters, if you haven't got them, there's orange, yellow, pink, blue and green, and they are just phenomenal. The Wow colours are phenomenal, but the glitters are just something else entirely. And they are slightly different, reflective if you put them over different colours. But this with that Wow Orange glitter is just amazing. So beautiful. Strawberry Swirl, I thought we needed a really gorgeous pink glitter, so I'm using Princess from the Premium Glitter Acrylic collection. This is one of the best sellers for pink glitters, and you can see why. It is just mega sparkles. Look at it. So mega sparkly. I love it. That is, and I'm not even a pink girl. Sky Breeze, I've teamed up with Steel, which is a multi-cut. There's little shards. There's blues and greens and golds and all sorts of stuff in Steel. It is like sparkly metal shavings, but it's so cute. I absolutely love it. And I've just added some lines, and I'm following along the lines of the marble just to give it a little bit of something different. And you know, obviously you would add glitter depending on the rest of the set or client's preference or how you're feeling on the day, you know what I'm saying? Sunday, I thought I would go for an iridescent, and this is Gem, which is another ambassador glitter. It is it's a rainbow iridescent. It is absolutely beautiful, goes with absolutely everything, and I love it. I love it so much. So I'm just patting this across the nail. It kind of makes this nail look a bit like a geode, which I am a massive fan of. Rocks and natural stuff and all that kind of yummy crystals and all the rest of it. So yeah, there you go. I'm just going to have a little play with this while you watch. Obviously didn't speed this up. I thought I would just let you watch it in real time while I faff around. And yeah, so how's the weather where you are? Let me know in the comments. A lot of weather we've been having. I can't whistle, or I'd whistle. Even Frank's asleep. He's like, no, Mum, I'm done. Done with your nail chat for today. I'm very excited about getting these into a YouTube video, you know. I've had these for a long time, and then we released them and they sold out on release. So I was like, well, it'd be a bit rude to make a YouTube video of them and release it, and then you can't buy them. See, I've sped that bit up. Nuts. Anyway, so here you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know in the comments.